And the bottom line here is that we have continued status quo. We have continued to stay in place. And the reason I cite that is because I continue to go back to uh, Martin Luther King Jr. I fortunately had the opportunity to attend that march in 1963. And when he says, through education, we seek to change attitudes. And through court action or court orders and legislation, we seek to change behavior. And so I fast forward to 2021 and I go back and think about that and I say, okay, guys, you know, it's the beginning of the semester, and we spent a lot of time in my class talking about the commissioner and the power and the authority of the commissioner. And we go back to Landis, who was the first commissioner of Major League Baseball, had overwhelming power, and such power that it was pushed toward, the whole concept of having an exemption to the antitrust law because of the powers we sort of embedded in the commissioner. And the reason we did that is because, quite frankly, he was the guy who called upon to determine, to be the arbitrator in disputes between owners or players, et cetera, banning players for life, banning owners for life. And so when you think about that, and in 1942, Jackie Robinson and Ralph Campanella, Roy Campanella, had tryouts in baseball, but it wasn't until 47 that Mr. Landis allowed them in. So for the best interest of the game clause that he had in baseball and granted to him as a commissioner, he could have integrated baseball in 42. But on publicly, he was saying there are no rules barring blacks from playing in this league. But privately, he was saying, if you do it, you're going to have to deal with me.